everyone, it's Chronic Plays here, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another Rocket League replay analysis. This is, I believe, the third one on my channel as this video is coming out. I have one coming out in a couple months or so. But today, I'm going to be taking a little spin on it, because today, meet Hypernova19. He's in my party right now. You guys know him on the channel. He is currently Silver 2. I estimate him to be around Gold 1 or Gold 2 to my bad ranking thing. So I'm at Plat 2. We have a replay. We just played the game. We lost the game, so I actually feel that this will be a bit better in the sense that we're actually going to be able to see what both of us did wrong. But for this replay, we're going to be focusing on Hypernova19, who's here in my party now. So, Hypernova19, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. And we also have Wildcrafters, who's just going to be in the party hanging out with us. So, Wildcrafters, how are you today?
The Yeet Master is here.
So, we're going to be getting into this replay. Let's see what we can get from this new replay. Okay, so ball cam off. So the first thing I noticed right away is the no flip on the kickoff, which I'm going to come back to. Because I can use mine to actually show do those. There's a whiff on the wall from me. Like I said, I'm not good at this
yet.
In this scenario, you could be cheating up to the mid line as well. Maybe going for one of the side boosts, but I see what you're going for. Yeah, so you see me kind of back off, then go for it. I probably shouldn't have done that. And then there's a shot. So here what you have to do here. So do you kind of see this scenario here?
Yes.
So what you want to do is instead of doing one, you want to do a double jump aerial because that's going to give you enough height. And then at that trajectory that you had, if you had done a double jump aerial, in theory, I believe you may have been able to tap that into the net or just slightly high. That's one of the things I would practice in free play a bit. Good hit into the corner, solid hit.
I dumped it in the corner.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. And then there's a pass from me.
A pretty good passing play.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good goal. So I'm getting a kickoff here. I'm going to quickly switch for myself, because I want to show you how to do a double flip kickoff. So you can see the first thing I do is jump right away, which is just, I think, incorrect, and then right after. So if I were to actually just correct, let me just slow it down a bit more. I could not use boost on that flip, and then flip again, allowing me to follow through with the ball, which does, in a sense, create the illusion of faster play. We'll go back to that in a second here. So this,
I've tried those before.
We both didn't really know what happened here. It's just kind of awkward hit on the wall. You know, that's going to happen, especially in Rocket League. So I went for the air jump. I remember I didn't have any boost, but you did stay back and then did proceed to Shoutout, then go for that, but missed. But the thing with that is I was already rotating back, so it actually didn't mean a whole lot. That was a proper commit. You could have maybe waited a little longer, but that was pretty good. Then again, the same proper commit. The rotation, I feel, your rotation seems pretty strong right now. I don't know if it's as strong as mine in Wildcrafters or mine in 2021's. I'm not entirely sure, but your rotation does seem pretty strong. So for this pass here, if you were able to kind of chip that back more, that would be hard. You'd have to wrap around the ball more. You might have had the time, but if you were able to chip that back, you can kind of see, you know, you see how I'm cheating on the left side?
Yeah, I see that.
So if you were to chip it to the left side, we could have possibly gotten that close to the net, because I wouldn't want to commit up any further, because then we've double committed. So by doing that, then,
yeah.
I did go again off the wall here. Yeah, I tried to go for ceiling shot, didn't have the boost, and you committed for that and then I rotated back. So it did kind of work in our favor there. I don't know what I'm doing. I see why Wildcrafters goes for my ceiling shots and steals them from me. So then you didn't go for this one here. So how much boost did you have? So you had 19 boost here. You kind of see the scenario here?
Yep.
So what I would have done is on your approach here, and this is a good way for aerials. So after I get demoed, you play it out successfully. That's good. We basically got the threat away from the demo. I would stay to the left. You see this boost pad straight across from your car?
Mm-hmm.
So I would have gone for that boost pad. Then gotten the one right beside it. Then gone up for that. And that would have possibly, against these slow players, allowed a hit. So I did try to tip it off to a little bit. You were a little bit too far forward, but that's fine. We did rotate back in the end. And there's a good leave. I'm, again, going for a ceiling shot, but you're able to clear that out. So, and here's, I remember this play. So, as I'm right here, and I have this problem too, you're right beside me, and then they take it off and resulted in a goal. And I actually learned from this one too, because after I saw you make this mistake, what you should have done is if you rotated right back in net or the net area, you'd be more prepared on full boost. You could have pretty much stopped a lot of things that they would throw at you, especially that kind of shot could have been stopped in that scenario.
Yeah. That was definitely my bad there.
So then again, the same flipping on the kickoff, pretty much the same setup. And you go for that. You can go for those a little bit faster, or you can wait until it's more comfortable for you to challenge it, and then I was able to get back and make the save.
Yeah, right there at that time, I thought I should go for a double jump there. but I ended up accidentally only
Yeah.
single jumping, and I realized I was gonna miss it. So
Yeah, okay. So then go up for that. That's a smart play.
dumped
And
it
that
up to
allows me to take it. Yeah, I thought I was going to whiff that one. I
you.
probably
Nice
would
shot
have.
right there.
Then you would have been back for the rebound. I think, Terrain21, I tell you this a lot. You never want to go, especially in twos, you never want to go to the side that's easier for you when you're getting boost on the kickoff. First of all, when to get boost on the kickoff, you don't want to go for boost all the time. So if you're winning 3-2 with 30 seconds left, I wouldn't go for boost because that can be a risky play. In a situation like this, you might as well take the risk. But the main thing that you should do here is go to the left instead of to the right, because if you go to the right like you did here, that's a harder hit for me to make. But if you go to the left, that's an easier hit, and there's a greater chance that's going to go into our left corner. So that's kind of the main thing in that scenario, where you always want to go for what's easier for the shooter. So whatever side that the person that's getting the kickoff is on, you always want to go for the opposite side that the person taking the kickoff is on. What I would have done in this scenario, so instead of pushing this and going for a backflip, I would have gone for this boost in the corner, and then or picked up some pads and tried to make a stronger attack. It did work out for us. You got the back pass to me, and it did work well. So there's a push up from me to you. You don't make contact on that. So this is probably the riskiest scenario, because after you went for this, then it becomes a double commit. I would have probably backed off there. Now this isn't. Remember, I'm a platinum, so I can't give the best tips. But I probably would have backed off there, because since I'm fresh into play, then I have to quickly back off, which makes it a lot harder. And that did end up resulting in a goal for them, because I got a weird hit on it and we both went back. I would say that's more for me to blame.
Here, our main goal here was just to try and come back, but...
Yeah, so in this scenario, double committing could be okay, but if they were going to hit that, and especially because it's this rank and everyone's missing, and I was already going for that, you should have kind of backed off. So then you flip for that one, and then... Yeah, so this kind of did seal the game here. I would have maybe in this scenario tried a double jump aerial with the point, or just an aerial with the point to hit it up. Because if we hit it up, then we can try and start an attack. I could have possibly gone from the corner up. You could have grabbed the boost. Maybe had enough time to make a touch on that. Then I could have gotten the boost from the side, or you could have gotten the boost from the side or something. And we could have tried to play that into their net. Because then that was a hard revive for me to keep. So... if there's one thing you feel... So I want to also show, if I just rewind a bit. So this is your gameplay. I want to really compare right now. So this is kind of the speed that you're playing at in this game. Which is definitely... this is the speed that I would consider to be Gold 1 or Gold 2. So the boost management is getting there. The rotation... I think your rotation was pretty strong. I mean, I've seen worse rotation. Your rotation was actually pretty solid. There were a couple spots, like right here. And then the main thing I do notice here... is it's definitely the slow game speed that really sets this apart from where Wildcrafters, Trey, and I are ranked at Platinum 2. So I think it's a slower game speed, which that'll come with time, because you kind of saw the boost usage in plays like this. If you look at myself, so you'll notice while the game speed is definitely not Red Champ level, the game speed is definitely noticeably faster. So like if you see kind of my game speed here, if we compare that to your game speed, you'll notice right off the bat that the game speed is definitely slower. If we switch back to me, there's my game speed. You'll notice that the game speed, yes, is slower. But that's something that I feel will come with time. And it will definitely come. The best way to improve your game speed, to try and... your goal is kind of to get up to the speed that I'm at, right? The best way for that, and Wildcrafters, I can't emphasize this enough. Yeah, there's going to be the whiffs like that. There's going to be bad plays like that. But the speed of play is higher in my games. That's one of the things that sets the rank apart. The main thing that you want to do is free play. In free play, you're improving all of your skills at once, basically. I've seen some of this content talk about this so many times. In free play, you're basically improving all your skills at once. You're playing faster, you're getting touches on the ball sooner, you're going for things you wouldn't go for usually. And I'm not saying do free play for hours, because I know that's what Sunless Cons is a lot. Do it for a long period of time. Most people don't have long periods of time to put into Rocket League. So what I would do is spend about 10 to 15 minutes each day when you play Rocket League before going into a game in free play. This allows you to get a lot more consistent with simple ball touches, double jump aerials, kickoffs. I learned ceiling shots, air dribbles, and kickoffs from messing around in free play. And pinches. I can't even go over what I learned from just messing around in free play and not doing any kind of YouTube tutorials. So I think that is the biggest takeaway from this, is use free play. All the things, all the struggles, free play.
Yeah, well,
So-
that sums it up pretty nicely.
What is your number one takeaway from this video, you would say? What is the number one thing you learned here?
Well, I learned a lot, especially about like maintaining my boost, safe rotation, and
Yeah, boost management is another one. I didn't really talk about that because I'm not good at boost management, but you could have maintained boost a little bit better. Let me just rewind to a better spot here.
Yeah, especially when that one time when you said I could have grabbed those like 2 pads at least, and then I could have
got up for it.
up and maybe gone
Now,
through that area.
that's something, grabbing those 2 pads, that I wouldn't even do. It's just something that I know to do. So this is something, the thing with these replay analyses is watching your replays or analyzing someone else's helps you improve as a player, even if it's a lower rank. It helps you improve as a player because you can know what you're doing at the same point here. That's why you should watch your replays. And that's why I love this series here. So that's your biggest takeaway, kind of the boost management.
Also, at that point that you were just covering, that was my fault because I had just recently switched my keybinds, and so I was just messing around when I shouldn't have been even, like, messing around at all.
Yeah,
right
so I feel like messing around with keybinds is, it's right here, correct?
Yeah, right there.
So I feel like keybinds,
I like flipped around.
Mechanics such as flip resets, stealing shots, stuff like that, you should be messed around with in comp. Because the game speed from casual to comp is noticeable. So games are always faster when you are playing it. I feel like this is the game speed of my casual games, what I'm watching here. So imagine that,
yes,
but it's a lot slower. So I feel like comp is a place to mess around with new mechanics, but keybinds, get comfortable with them, and casual, then go to comp. Wildcrafters, is there anything that you learned here?
No.
I think we'll just end it at no, but that's this video. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss one of my videos. That's this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.